It's me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10-day, though. Guards blow like petards. They don't help us.
This city is a poor place to be in need of help. Even the guards can't be trusted to protect the most vulnerable.
Wow. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now. Stop away from kid, are you?
That's not what I meant. But if you do insist on continuing to be difficult...
Not asking for much, just a teensy investment to get me started.
If my friend tries to get you to invest, kindly turn her down. She doesn't need the encouragement.
If I hire the refugees, then I get cheap labor and they get coin. It's a good deal for everyone.
You have to organize the
Think about it. Never look here with no coin. Nothing to do.
All this kerfuffle over missing redcaps. Yes, we'd caged them due to unruly behavior, but as our redcap cleaners demonstrate, most are perfectly harmless.
When did you realize...
Keep a sharp eye out. Redcaps are on the loose. One's deemed too violent to work. And not one of these circus folk seemed bothered by it.
Particular redcaps caged?
Please, go ahead of us. My son is a little nervous.
You should have killed the little monsters.
Dad, what's...
What's the plan?
Costumes don't drool, Dad.
Stinks of cheese between his piggy toes!
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is. We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. From tempestuous Ginny to belligerent redcaps, you'll find them all here. Oh, this is Benjamin. Say hi, Benji. Benji here checks all our patrons to make sure none of you are vicious murderers. Can't be too careful. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries. Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Brain juice smells like piss and iron. No like.
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you. Damned if I'm not a sucker for big eyes and a heartfelt plea. Very well. Welcome to the circus of the last days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
Dad says there's already too many refugees, and the city can't hold any more. We've got to keep them out.
A Baldurian. Good. Lots of unfamiliar faces in the city these days.
Boys ready? They're damn near chomping at the bit. What's the plan?
I'm going to have to meet you.
Clear off! There's nothing in these caravans for you.
What I meant, but if you do insist on continuing to be...
Didn't whatever birthed you tell you not to stare?
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property. I can't let them stay here. What if the little brat gets into the basement?
My point exactly.
They're like kobolds. You let one in and soon the place will be crawling with them. I'm a very magnanimous individual, but this is my home. Either they leave or I'll make them. Fine. They can stay. Just don't blame me when they turn on you like the mongrels they are.
I respect your hustle, sweetheart, but it won't work on me. You've stepped on the guild's toes, and we'd like a little something to make it better.
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
I'd say you'll live to regret it, but honestly, I'm not so sure you'd live. You're serious? Let's forget this unpleasantness ever happened. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
You're going to hire all the refugees.
Can't give up now. I've got a long road ahead.
king and start walking right now.
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction. It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened. A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
No passage this way, I'm afraid. Turn back. It's for your own good.
Nearly there now.
If I was a Sharon lookout, what in the hell was that? The place I'd wait around. Whatever it is doesn't bode well.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
Can't stay here in Remington.
Got diseases. And any one of them could be a spy for the Absolute.
Back off and return to your home.
Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. You're a true Baldurian, I can tell. You must understand why we need to keep these strays out of our city.
I thought cities were supposed to welcome folk of all walks of life. Clearly, I was mistaken.
Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere. You and I have nothing more to say to one another.
Oh, gods. Not another protester. Go talk to Nestor if you must. I've got plenty on my plate with these mewling geese.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
Donations? If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going. Nothing to donate? Then again, do kindly leave. Back again, are you? If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going. Let's see what you've got. Nothing to donate.
Be on your way, citizen. Got a lot to keep my eye on round here.
If you want to chat, talk to Nestor. I like my personal space.
All these people fleeing for their lives, only to be corralled like cattle.
Actually got here safely, towing along my wife's sister and mother. Or maybe they towed me along, eh?
Can't stand her, can't stand her, can't stand her! My sister-in-law. All law and no sister.
How did the wine sack get empty? My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock in it?
I'm really worried about Umi. They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that.
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him. We made it alive to Baldur's Gate. Almost, anyway. But I can't complain. When I look at Bex and realize she's safe, it's hard not to weep from joy.
We made it through hell, twice. I know now that as long as Danis and I stick together, we can do anything.
Every day.
What? I'm bushed. I ran for days to get someplace safe and then found out I'm last in line to get in, because I'm a hobgoblin. As if I could change that.
Hail, friend. Fine day, isn't it? Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Your journey here was a hard one, no doubt. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate? It's a fine city, isn't it? No better place to hail from. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and, well, folk aren't feeling too generous. Tensions! That's putting it mildly. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldurians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget. Too bloody right. They've gone soft behind those walls, forgotten what it's like to struggle, living hand to mouth. I say we march round there and slit a few bellies, remind them how much worse things could be. What do you say? Why does it matter? Innocence makes the blood run clearer.
You're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. You'll need to bleed and carve this city if you want to turn him to grave meat. He shivers at the thought. When you find the Lordling, tell him Orin is watching.
So Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
Washing my pits, this is the song when up. Aye! Gonna blood not get any bleeding privacy around here. Bunch of perverts, the lot of you.
Whatever you need, I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded. You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently. Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more.
We've got to get Grunch into the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hit him in a big barrel and nailed it shut? Nah.
Don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city, wounded as he is. But we have to.
Just between you and me, this pretending to be wounded thing is getting old.
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice. I don't give a shit about all that. It's how I've been treated, which is the real travesty. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? Well, I was going to sell the finest alchemical tinkerings the Gate had ever seen, but the bureaucrats had other ideas. They talked some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum.
Imagine upending someone's life in the name of bureaucracy. People are out of touch here.
I should be loins deep in Sharess's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
You, turn around and toddle your way right back out of here. Everything in this barn has been donated for the refugees, not you. Now piss off. You sure? This lot have been through enough without your ignorance. Now are you going to clear off or not? Not unless you want to make a donation. In case little weasels like you come sniffing around. And you don't, after all they've been through. And with the army of the Absolute at their backs. If you can't see it, I'm not going to waste my time explaining it to you.
And I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
Coddling these vagabonds and don't give a rat's ass about honest citizens.
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bets that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
You're no sauce. I'd put my money on Christine.
Savages, a lot of them. We're as desperate as the rest of these savages. They just had the sense to move quicker than us. We got here first, friend. You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was had, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals.
Back off! I found these apples first!
Look at that.
It's a bigger issue than modesty, dear.
Oh, God! Are they gonna see it? What happens if they don't see it? Yes! Oh, goodness, yes! I am a good dog! Fantastic stuff! Oh, yes, you're lovely. You can come back. Oh. Here we go. Here it comes. Yes, yes, yes! Amazing! Perfect! No notes! Oh, yes, yes, yes! Amazing!
No, I'm afraid I must insist you do not pet the hound.
My love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy. Isn't he just? I'm so very glad they let animals in the camp. Means Biscotti can be kept away from that awful war.
Oh, yes. As long as the dog is okay, he's happy. Give me strength.
Oh, yes, yes, yes! Amazing! Perfect! No notes!
You can't catch me! You can't catch me!
That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders? You and I have...
It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just...
Welcome to Rivington, south Coast Way, north Worms Crossing.
Cheerful. Refugees for hire.
I know,
right?
You'll be in a big...
Heartless scum. I'm a reasonable woman. We could easily work something out in a house this big. To threaten the...
Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that, but I won't say I'm not grateful. Thanks. And may Torm keep you. You're the first person in this city to have our backs. Thank you. Really. At least we'll have some peace now.
Right tool will do the trick.
Now we don't have to leave. I'm gonna build a big house for all the rats. It's gonna be really fancy. You'll see.
To threaten us. To threaten the children. Cinta was trembling.
She's a brave girl. We'll get through this.
That's curious.
What am I to do?
Stand a chance.
Shall we continue?
No one stopped me yet. turn should do it.
I don't think the children could cope with being...
Traps. That's curious. How considerate. Be careful. There are traps about.
I'm sure this will be finished soon, if they bear with it. Trap. Be cautious.
Traps. How considerate. Be careful. There are traps about.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Something over there. That's curious.
A young cave bear. Killed and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown.
Something over there.
Might be worth checking Arthur's donations. Looks like his generosity is compromised.
girl. We'll get through this.
She's not brave, Ben. She's just learned to avoid causing fire.
Back again. If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going. I'm gonna let you through because I don't want to take any risks. But you better not be lying. There's been a report of dangerous contraband in the donations. We're going to check it out.
Why? All these goods have already been checked in.
I didn't ask for your opinion, Fist. Fall in and do your job. Are you going to search...
This place is trapped.
You were right. Explosives. Now give me some room. I need to make sure the rest of these donations are safe. You try and find whoever is responsible for this.
Nuts look at me sideways.
You did me a real favor clearing all those ghouls out of Moonrise. That old bonebag Ketherick had some fancy junk stashed behind all the cobwebs and piles of gore. Didn't you? Figured we only got the scraps you didn't have the strength to carry. Still, we got some decent stuff. Made a nice change from picking through your dusty pockets. Wish I could tell you. We're stuck out here, but most of the action is beyond Worm's Crossing. Would I try to fool a sharpie like you? Have a look. Stay away from trapped chests. We need a place to hide any good stuff.
And don't give a rat's arse about honest citizens.
You're going to hire.
You're chomping at the bit. What's the plan? That checkpoint without the right papers.
Fretting wasn't having to steal what he has one job.
Do whatever it takes.
So do it.
I'm not scared of the authorities. But it would be stupid to pick a fight with the fist, right?
There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not past that check.
Something of it.
What a day.
What is needed?
What to do? Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
The corpse does not respond.
Packed bags for myself and the kids. Ready by the door. You should do the same.
Mummy, I don't want to leave.
They take your gold, but they I know.
You're a bit funny.
What now?
We talk about something else. Did you try that rye bread recipe I gave you?
worse.
You want to let those thugs get away with this?
Thugs works for the guilds. They can get away with whatever they like.
Father Logan is wounded. You would never hurt him. He had nothing to do with his death. I swear it.
Bet you won't get kicked out of the temple. They blame us for everything.
The Crying One weeps today. Our father Logan is dead. Murdered. The best of us. I don't want to talk. My heart is in mourning.
Scraps for days.
Rest with him. We need change. We let more outsiders in and more Baldurians die. Duke Stelmane, Father Lorcan, it's no coincidence.
Imagine fleeing to the city, only to be met with suspicion. The refugees face hardship at every turn.
We have faith here, Bill. Faith in people, no matter where they're from.
Who had more faith than Father Lorcan? How did that work out? Exactly. Lorcan let a killer into our temple due to his misguided compassion. His faith got him murdered.
Bill, I beg you, be quiet. Even sinners receive Ilmater's grace, and Father Lorcan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid. Thank you, stranger. I take some solace knowing that he died in Ilmater's service.
Does Ilmater's service involve protecting heretic absolutists? Or perhaps I missed that sermon.
Enough, Bill. You seem a kind soul. Our temple is open to you. Walk well.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day. I told Logan we didn't have enough to spare all the refugees. I knew it was a bad idea. Now I've got a dead priest to deal with as well. I'm not sad. I'm angry. He dedicated his life to the needy. It shouldn't have ended like this. One of the refugees killed him. Cruelly, too. They cut off his hand, sawed right through the bone. I found a paralytic poison on one of his wounds. Logan was alive while they took the hand. He just couldn't scream. It's sick. We give them everything, and all we get is nothing but a good man to bury.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Logan. Reverend. Open hand. Dwarf. Dressed in red.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
from the cellar. Refuge. Hiding Brilgor from fists.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
I've said all I have to say already. Now I just want to pack up my kitchen and leave. Soup kitchen's no good if we've no one to feed soup to. Besides, Father Lorgan's gone. Murdered. And now they're blaming a refugee for it. He was attacked in the cellar. He had a private altar down there. Used to like the solitude. The man ate like a horse. A soup-hungry horse. Usually took enough to feed a small clergy down there.
Here lies Satida Atana, born 1411 DR, died 1485 DR. Here lies Flintster Sunseeker, born 1400 DR, died 1456 DR. Here lies Sister Shira Clawin, date of birth unknown, died 1491 DR. The amulet spirit's granddaughter. She's already gone. Here lies Reloric Windbane, born 1399 DR, died 1486 DR.
Thou shalt return to me. Thou shalt have my blessing. Oh, no. This cannot, must not, shall not be. You must open her tomb in the open-hand temple post-haste. She may bless us. Even beyond the veil.
Beneath the rampant joy, you sense the monk's fear and sincerity. He doesn't wish to harm you. But that doesn't mean he won't. You feel a chuckle coming on, but it soon fades.
Oh, honored Shira, her spirit hath fled, and her body but merely a husk. Swear I did to shed this foul mania and bestow it upon Shira. She was to endure, to suffer, as was her god Ilmata's wont. Who now shall bear the madness Shah has wrought on me, so I might no longer suffer? Oh, shall it be thou?
The monk himself holds your answer. Tasha's hideous laughter is a powerful skill, but earning it may come at the cost of wisdom.
Oh, well, if laugh I must, let our alliance end on a lark. It's thy way.
We shall carry the day.
I'm ready.
Spill some blood.
Eternally cast then, my spirit be. No. Morning Lord, I call to thee, lend your forbearance. No.
I hate it had to end like this. A torturous fate, by any measure.
cautious.
Can't keep me out.
To do with his death. We swear it.
They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
Yeah, well, this time they weren't feeling polite.
I know.
They brought in me.
And for what? You didn't even fight back.
You can't fix when there's no hot water. Why don't we talk about something else? Did you try that ride that Garcia gave you?
Really? The cops on our doorstep. Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. You could certainly say that. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our High Priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target. Brilgor was a refugee. No one sticks up for them at the best of times, and with Gortash in power... well, I expect the Flaming Fists will ban refugee aid now one of them's blamed for murder. Feel free to look around the temple. But fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence. Charette's caress would be my best bet. That's her usual haunt after closing a case. Valeria never found the murder weapon, so that could be a start. Anything disproving the refugee murder-suicide angle, really. I really hope you find something.
What's that?
Something over there.
In blood! Kill them!
Let's do it.
Cursed.
I shall not yield.
Outmaneuver them.
Let's end this.
What in the hell? It was a shapeshifter.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Faceless eater of men. No. Dolor did. Splendid. Kill.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
A blood-red dwarf. Tricky. Hungry.
The corpse tries to speak, but something prevents it. The spell's power.
Something over there.
The dagger that slew Father Logan, surely.
Someone was arranging these corpses. What for? Looks like they were trying to hide. Didn't work.
I am prepared.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Too much to bear. There's no time to waste. Let's get on with it.
Yes?
A long way to go still.
least things have stayed interesting.
I needed that.
Step carefully. There's a trap. Be wary. This place is trapped.